Bamina! Listening to our Senator Ali Ndume, the chief whip of the Senate, with Rufa of Arise Television. Our senator was giving us arguments why they need SUVs for the official cars. And each of these SUVs is worth 100 million, over 100 million each. And why the Senate and the National Assembly jettisoned the idea of patronizing our locally manufactured SUVs by innocent cars and others. But one thing I know is that there's no way we'll grow as a country when we fail to patronize our own. We should be able to patronize our locally manufactured products, because without purchasing from them, before buying from them, there will be no improvement. Because they improve by each production. That is the next production. And when you buy from them, you keep the money in this country. So listen to him, and I want to see your reaction and comment about it. And again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Just click on the button. Subscribe. Support. Thank you.
Well, let me say clearly that I am not very much concerned about the type of vehicle, but it is not a new thing to be buying vehicles for official use. This, even when I was a child, I know that government workers do have official vehicle besides their own personal vehicle, because they use it for official duty. I gave you a rundown of what happened, because I've been in the National Assembly since 2003. When we came in, we were given cars. I think that time was 406, and then the senators were given Camry, and the price differential was not much. But as you know, in summary, the price of vehicles continue to go up. I'm hearing that the cost of each one is 160 million. I don't know about that, because I'm not in the management. All I care about is if the vehicles are made available for us to use. That's it. But I agree that at this time, the cost of products, generally not only SUV vehicles, is way high. But the question is it proper to have a vehicle for each senator or a member of House of Rep to use? The answer, I believe, is yes. Now, the issue you raised, which is also important, is the issue of why don't you use the locally assembled vehicle? That is a point too, but I want to correct you and tell you that you know that they don't manufacture any vehicle in Nigeria. They do assemble. And the product Innocent
says otherwise. Innocent says otherwise. He says he manufactures.
No, they are assembly.
No, in fact, no. They are not. So some components in the car, and I'm sorry, I have to do this, like a spokesperson or some components in the car, the plastics, for instance, are produced locally. Yeah. We've had a chance to interview him many times. He says he's manufacturing. That's what he says. I don't know a lot about it.
No, he's not.
That's what Innocent says. Okay, but that's what Innocent says.
Well, let me say, Rufa, I don't want us to argue on that, because I'm not either a demarketer of Innocent products and you are a marketer of it. But Nigeria is Nigeria that that even if the plastic components of a vehicle does not constitute up to maybe 10% of it. So you can't say because you are assembling and then you produce like 10% or 5% of the total product, and you say you are manufacturing. No. When you say you are manufacturing, it means from everything to tires, battery, everything of that vehicle is either manufactured by your factory or manufactured in Nigeria for your factory. That's it. And it's not true. And as I said, I really don't want to argue on that. I prefer made in Nigerian goods. When we were in the House of Rep, we were to buy the senators were to buy Camry, and the House of Rep was to buy their vehicle. When they chose another car, I argued that time that we must patronize either even Nigeria Assemble. That time, ASD was assembling Peugeot 406 in Kaduna, and that was why we went for it. So it's not like we are completely insensitive to
so why not patronize
of Nigeria.
So why not patronize Innocent now that they assembly, or Nord that they assembly now? Because if you said you patronize Peugeot 406 because it was assembled in Nigeria, then why not patronize them now? So why go for a high-end, luxurious Land Cruiser? And if you guys used 406 before or Camry before, why can't you use something in that range like a sedan now? Why? That's just all what Nigerians are asking.
Well, that's Rufa. I think that is better, answered by the management or this. But let me add again that in the situation we find ourselves, even you personally, you cannot travel on Nigerian roads now with small vehicles, and that is not high lifted, because most of our roads are bad. That is the truth of it. I have a friend that traveled to Kaduna recently, despite the work that is being done on Abuja-Kaduna highway. He told me that next time he is not going to use his Camry because he had problems in getting to Kaduna. Instead of getting there in 3 hours, it took him about 4 hours. So these are the challenges that we have. And I want to tell you that most of us are not really worried about the issue of what type of vehicle is the vehicle that will enable us to effectively carry our oversight responsibility, which is very important and constitutional. So it's not that senators want luxurious cars to themselves.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.